your boy Crazy Spartan here. Alright, so today is Sunday. Alright, now I do realize that today is Sunday, and you know, I was supposed to do my top 5 yesterday, which was Saturday, but I mean, it literally just hit 12 a couple of minutes ago, so I'm gonna have to grind out 2 videos today. I'm gonna have to do a top 5 and a top 10 today. But anyways, no matter, you guys, welcome back to my top 5 series every Saturday. So I told you guys that I will be doing a top 5 series every Saturday on the channel. I haven't had any suggestions yet to do anything, so if you guys have any suggestions for me to do a Call of Duty you know, top 5, top 10, whatever it may be, put it in the comment section below of the video, or of any video of that matter, and I will be more than happy to do that top 5 or top 10 for you. So in this top 5 video that I'm going to be doing today, let me go ahead and get this gameplay started up. And let me go ahead and tell you guys. So it was me, my boy John, my boy Phoenix, and my boy Brandon in the lobby. Shout out to those guys right there. They're my Rainbow Six Siege guys, and also my Call of Duty Black Ops 3 guys. So shout out to them boys right there for joining me in on the gameplay. But anyways, I'm gonna be doing my top 5 SMGs of all time. Alright, this is from any Call of Duty. It doesn't have to be Black Ops related. What's up, Sam? It doesn't have to be, you know, Modern Warfare related or whatever else. It could be from any Call of Duty game ever in existence. Alright, so this is my opinion. These top 5 videos, these top 10s are my opinions. These are not based off of statistics. This is just overall how I feel. You guys may agree, you guys may disagree, but anyways, had to get that disclaimer out the way, so let's go on ahead and hop right into it. Now, now this list right here, I didn't have the time to really order it. I probably should have ordered it before I started the video, but hell, forget about it. Let's just go ahead and knock it out, you guys. So, coming in at number 5, the one SMG that, you know, goes relatively unnoticed, the Weevil. Like, okay, so I'm gonna tell you guys about the Weevil. Alright, the Weevil obviously was in Call of Duty Black Ops 3, and this thing right here is a relative of the P90. And this thing right here is a little beast. Alright, it's received its fair share of nerfs over Call of Duty Black Ops 3's life cycle, but you know, it comes with a base clip of 50 rounds, and then when you bump it up to, and then when you get extended mags, it bumps it up to 65 rounds, which is absolutely ridiculous. And another gun that it reminds me of is the PDW 57, which you'll see later on in this list. But the Weevil, it just has no recoil when you put a grip on it. It's got a pretty good fire rate, and it's got very modest damage. It's not going to have the highest damage, but then again, you're not going to feel like you're shooting marshmallows. So, in my opinion, the Weevil has to be my top 5 or my number 5 SMG of all time. Alright. Coming in at number 4, I want to say it has to be the Kuda from Black Ops 3. Alright, now, the Kuda is, you know, many people's go-to weapon. Alright, it is the weapon of choice for low-level players. It's actually one of the best weapons, or it actually is one of the best weapons in the game. You know, base weapon-wise, and it's got pretty good damage. You have a starting clip of 30, which is basically like the assault rifle default, which is absolutely nuts considering the fact that it is an SMG. And it's a little pocket bullet hose, you know what I'm saying? It has a pretty good fire rate when you put rapid fire on it, and it's it's really good at range. So the Cuda will come in at number 4 on the list. All right. So now we're cracking into my top 3. Now this top 3, let's see. Now these 3 SMGs right here are from Black Ops 2. Alright, my favorite Call of Duty of all time. And if you guys want to see me do my top 10 favorite Call of Duties of all time, or my top 5 favorites of all time, let me know in the comment section below the video, and I'll be more than happy to get to it. But anyways, my number 3 SMG on this list has to go to the Vector. Alright, now you can use any version of the Vector. It doesn't really matter. Modern Warfare 2's Vector was really good. You can use Black Ops 2's Vector. You can use Call of Duty Ghost Vector even. It doesn't really matter which one you use. All of them are really, really good because the Vector's recoil, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys don't know about the technology of the Vector, but the Vector has recoil mitigation technology, which means the recoil is designed to mitigate, or it's designed to more or less kick less by reducing the action within the bolt. So it's a really good weapon. Rate of fire is like 950 something rounds a minute, or 960 rounds a minute, which is absolutely nuts. And then when you put rapid fire on it, I think it boosts it up to maybe over 1,000 rounds, or almost at 100 or 1,100 rounds per minute, something crazy like that. You can map people on certain occasions if your recoil control is good enough, and beautiful weapon. But the version that I'm talking about here is the Black Ops 2 version. Alright, I think the Black Ops 2 version is probably the best Vector of all time. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree in the comment section below. But anyways, we are moving in to the top 2, or my top 2 favorite SMGs of all time. Now, I just remembered that the PDW 57 can't make this list. It cannot be in my top 5 because there are 2 other SMGs that I consider to be better, but it will be in my honorable mentions list at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. But anyways, my number 2 SMG of all time has to go to the MP7. Alright, now you guys know the MP7 from Modern Warfare 3 was an absolute bullet hose. This thing had no recoil. You slap a suppressor and extended mags, or a suppressor and long barrel, or suppressor, whatever. Anything with a suppressor on this thing melted people in Modern Warfare 3. I never got the chance to unlock it, but I did get to use it a couple of times whenever Modern Warfare 3 was prevalent, and this thing is an absolute monster. I mean, most people would consider it to be the best MP7 of all time, and it is in my opinion the best MP7 of all time. And even the Black Ops 2 MP7 was really good. There was a little bit more recoil in my opinion on this MP7, but it fared just as well in Black Ops 2 as it did in Modern Warfare 3. So MP7, man, absolute bullet hose. You could map people with it if you were skilled enough, and it was the rushing weapon of choice. Alright, now, here's what you guys have been waiting for. This is my number 1 SMG of all time. Alright, if you guys haven't already guessed it, it's pretty relatively simple. Alright, it's the MSMC from Black Ops 2. Yes, I could have said, the XMC from Black Ops 3, the remake of the MSMC, but no. The OG MSMC is my best, or in my opinion, it is the best SMG in Call of Duty history. Hands down. The thing had no recoil, had a really good fire rate, started out with a base magazine of 30 rounds, and then it was bumped up to, I think, maybe 45 to 50 in Black Ops 2. Don't really remember. But this weapon was so beautiful in Black Ops 2. Like, I remember the feeds that I would get because of this weapon. It wasn't the weapon that got me my first ever nuclear. You know, I'll talk about that weapon in a little bit in my honorable mentions list. But in my opinion, pound for pound, the MSMC is the best SMG of all time, you guys. Alright, so I'm gonna be I'm gonna talk about maybe 3 to 5 SMGs that quite didn't make this list, but are still some of my favorite SMGs to this day. You know, the PDW-57, man. This thing is a descendant of the Weevil, or the Weevil is a descendant of the PDW-57. Monster clip size. You didn't really need extended mags for it. You could put fast mags, and FMJ on there, or fast mags, and, you know, suppressor. Whatever floats your boat, you know, whatever tickles your silly, tickles your willy, whatever you want to say. This thing was a monster, alright? But, you know, it didn't have the juice to quite make my top 5 list. So the PDW is an honorable mention. The PPSH is another honorable mention on this list right here. Man, the PPSH is, you know, it defines the meaning to be a bullet hose. In World War I think it was either World War I or World War II. The Germans used this thing, and it, you know, it shredded people. I'm pretty sure. In zombies, this thing is god tier. You know, like I said, the clip size was out of this world. And the fact that it was a bullet hose, and although the recoil was a little bit unmanageable at times, it still, you know, had that, you know, that lethality within its fire rate to make it one of the best SMGs of all time. Alright? The next SMG I'm gonna put on my honorable mentions list has to go to the Tommy gun. Alright? The M1928 Thompson, as it's called. Fun fact about this weapon: this was the weapon used by Bonnie and Clyde during their, during their, how would I say it, their power run during the I think it was like the 1930s, 1940s, around that time, when, you know, back when the Great Depression was going on. This was the weapon of choice to have. This was the weapon that mobsters were well associated with, because why? It, like, you could slap that huge drum magazine on there, and you could line anyone up against the wall, and you would just shred straight through them. Alright? I think it was chambered in the 45 ACP round, the same round that the Vector holds, the same round that, let's see, the 1911 holds. You know, this round was extremely dangerous, and to put it in the Tommy gun, it makes it that much more of a deadly weapon. But shreds in zombies, shreds in multiplayer on Call of Duty World at War, and it makes, you know, my top 10 SMGs of all time. I'm gonna talk about 2 more before I end off the video. My next SMG is the AK-74U. Now, don't get it twisted. Just because it was one of the latest, or just because it was one of the last mentioned on this list, does not make it any more undervalued than any of the SMGs I just got done talking about. The AK-74U was extremely dangerous in Black Ops 1's multiplayer. You could slap a foregrip on there with rapid fire, foregrip, extended mags, whatever you wanted to slap on it with that gold camo. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It was a go-to weapon in Black Ops 1 Zombies, and even on this game right here, the AK-74U still holds its own as one of the greatest SMGs of all time. Alright, now the last SMG that I will put on this list right here has to go to, drum roll please, the Chickum. Did I just say the Chickum? The Chickum CQB from Black Ops 2? Wait a minute. Are you drunk? Are you drunk? What are you talking about? No, I'm just playing. It's on this list. The Chickum was, you know, it was hated by most people, but in my eyes, you could slap rapid fire, or not rapid, well, yeah, you could put rapid fire on there. You could slap the select fire switch on there on Black Ops 2, and this thing will go hammer. Ah, you see what I just done there? I threw in an LNG from Black Ops 2. But it goes nuts. I mean, you know, I have many good gameplays with the Chickum CQB, and it's one of the more underrated weapons in Call of Duty history. And in my eyes, I see it as a top 15, top 20 SMG of all time in Call of Duty history. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the my top 5 list of my favorite SMGs of all time. Let me know what you guys want to see next in the comment section below. I will be doing my top 10 today. I want to do both a 2K and a Call of Duty top 10 if I can grind that out. So if you guys want to see both of those, like this video, and I'll check you guys out in the next one. Also, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and also turn on that bell for them post notifications, so that way whenever this sexy whenever this fella right here uploads a video, you guys will not miss it. But anyways, it's your boy Crazyspartan here, signing off, and I'll catch you later. Peace.